Sandra Bookman, new at 11. Several new headlines on that water main break in Hoboken, including a decision about school tomorrow. A near miss at Boston's airport. Passengers describe what happened, and it is icy out there. Lee times out a big freeze and when it warms up.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Hello, America. I'm John Crow. It is Tuesday, February 28th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $145 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold mega ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 59. That's followed by 52. Up next, we have 40. Your next number is 14, and your final white ball number for this Tuesday evening is 16. Now for the mega ball number, that is 13. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 59, 52, 40, 14, 16, and the gold mega ball is 13. Now, no matches lost 6 numbers. Friday's jackpot could be more than $167 million. Play on, America.
Now, New York's #1 news. Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
We're following some breaking news. A head-on train collision tonight north of Athens, Greece, between a freight train and a passenger train. The death toll continuing to rise as rescuers search through the rubble.
But first, this was the scene last night in Hoboken, New Jersey. Water gushing from a broken water main. Tonight, after nearly 30 hours of trying to end the break, the water finally under control.
There are some big and new headlines about the mess in Hoboken, including an evacuation of University Hospital. At least 40 patients taken elsewhere to be cared for.
Hoboken Public Schools announcing late tonight that class is back in session in person tomorrow morning.
And even though water pressure is stabilizing now in Hoboken, the city is warning residents to be ready for other possible water main breaks. Now, what you want to hear, that's not it, to be sure. And why is this happening?
Eyewitness News reporter Jim Dolan with the day and night of chaos.
Thank you, Jim. Turning to AccuWeather on this final night of February. Took until the final days of February to get our biggest snowfall of the season at just under 2 inches in the park. Should have close to 2 feet for the entire winter. We just have over a couple of inches. Well, as we go through the overnight, we have clear to partly cloudy skies out there right now. And things are getting pretty chilly. We're at 31 in White Plains, 27 Sussex, 28 in Lakehurst. And of course, to the north, we have more snowpack. We're colder as we're melting today. Still a lot of dampness in the late day. We'll have some freezing tonight. So watch out for black ice in the morning. Just watch your step as well. It'll be partly sunny to start the day tomorrow. Even in New York City, temperature will probably drop down to 30 for a little while, so there could be some slick spots in untreated areas. There's the next week's system coming through parts of the Great Lakes. We'll start out with some sunshine tomorrow and a few patchy clouds. By afternoon, nothing more than a couple of spotty showers, but a more significant round of rain and maybe even a heavier shower. That begins Thursday, but Thursday afternoon will be worth the wait as temperatures spike into the mid and upper 50s. So here's what you need to know. Watch out for the icy roads in the morning. We're tracking showers and milder temperatures the next 2 days, and then an AccuWeather alert for Friday afternoon and night, a wintry mix that goes over to a soaking rain. The latest on the totals and track with that system at AccuWeather in a few minutes, guys.
All right, we'll see you then, Lee. Thanks. Now to that breaking news out of Greece, a horrific head-on collision between a freight train and a passenger train. We're told at least 29 people are dead, 85 more are injured. It happened in the town of Tempe, about 230 miles north of Athens in the mountains near the Aegean Sea. Several train cars were derailed in all this. At least 3 caught fire. We know there were about 350 people on that passenger train.
A vigil tonight on the campus of Columbia University to remember an Israeli-American graduate killed in a terror attack in the West Bank. Friends gathered at the sundial to mourn Elon Ganelis. The 27-year-old was shot to death yesterday in a car, allegedly by Palestinian terrorists while trying to drive to a wedding. Ganelis was raised in West Hartford, Connecticut. He graduated from Columbia just last year.
Shop owners in New York City tonight finding themselves in something of a tough conundrum. Cops asking them to urge customers not to wear COVID masks inside the stores like they've done for 3 years. If there's a robbery, and there are many these days, surveillance cameras could record the faces. Well, many owners worried they'd face confrontations with customers if they did that. But how else to help fight crime? Here's Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo.
In tonight's Health Alert, another step forward for a new vaccine for RSV. An FDA committee said the Pfizer RSV vaccine for older adults was safe and effective. A final decision is expected by May. Another RSV vaccine is also in the works by another company, which could get approved in May. Now, if approved, these would be the first approved vaccines for RSV. New and next at 11, details on a terrifying near miss at Boston's Logan Airport. We're going to hear from passengers on board about what happened just as they were about to land. Two stories about being kind. The first, an unexpected delivery for a woman in Michigan by two police officers. And a former New York Mets legend teaming up with 9/11 responders to do good for people in need.
Hollywood's biggest night? How about an epic Hollywood morning? Kelly and Ryan are back in LA, live from the Dolby Theater for their iconic After Oscar show. Don't miss the Oscars, Sunday, March 12th at 8, and Live's After Oscar show Monday, March 13th at 9 a.m. Only on ABC-7.
The Oscars live Sunday, March 12th on ABC-7.
Nearly $30 million. That is how much money Vanessa Bryant is getting from Los Angeles County. Bryant, wife of former NBA star Kobe Bryant, sued LA County over photos of the scene of the helicopter crash that killed Bryant, their 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, and 7 others. Bryant had argued that those pictures caused her and her family irreparable harm after they were shared by members of the LA Sheriff's Department. Kobe Bryant's helicopter went down just north of Los Angeles in foggy weather back in January of 2020.
Tonight we're learning about yet another close call at one of our nation's airports, this time in Boston. The FAA investigating after a Learjet started to take off just as a JetBlue flight was coming in for a landing. Now, according to initial findings, it appears the Learjet took off without clearance. The pilot of the JetBlue taking immediate action to abort the landing and avoid a crash.
Hitting the ground and then going back up within seconds, like, you definitely got a jolt, and then nobody knew what was going on.
The JetBlue flight was arriving in Boston from Nashville. Investigators say right now they're trying to determine exactly how close the planes became.
Police officers responding to a car crash went above and beyond, becoming delivery men to fulfill a DoorDash order. DoorDash driver Brianna Fantosi's car was too damaged to drive after a car crash during an ice storm in suburban Detroit. Fortunately, no one was seriously hurt, but the pregnant single mother was worried about keeping her job. So she asked police if they could finish making the delivery. They said yes.
So much stress and so much overwhelm, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
My immediate response to her was, I hope you get a good review. I understand why she wanted to do that. She was concerned about making sure the delivery got made, and I mean, it's her job.
Got your DoorDash.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
The recipient of that delivery was surprised when police showed up at her door, but understood after they explained the situation.
On this last day of Black History Month, a story tonight that honors the concept of you're never too old to make a difference. Tonight, proving that point, former New York Mets All-Star outfielder Cleon Jones, now 80 years old and returning to his hometown in Alabama and building homes in a community that desperately needs homes and needs a break. Helping him, some 9/11 first responders. Here's sports anchor Sam Ryan.
That's what it's all about. That's a legendary group right there.
Really nice.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, just about to put a bow on the February month here, where we've had so many days above average, 21 out of 28 days. And now the preliminary numbers have come in, 5 degrees above average. It's the 3rd warmest February on record. Remember, that's after the warmest January on record. Quite a winter. It's tough to see, but there's still a coating of snow on the meadow, which will probably melt tomorrow as we get into the 40s. We're at 37 right now, northwest breeze at about 9. And today's high right where we are right now. So we'll drop down to about freezing, maybe 30, 31 degrees later. Snowfall, we can change that, of course, 1.8 inches in the park. All right, so we flip the calendar to March. Do we still flip calendars anymore, really? 45 degrees for the 1st, and by the end of the month, 55 degrees. Average rainfall, a little over 4 inches. Average snow, 5 inches. Last year, we had less than an inch of snow in March. Sunset will be 5:47 tomorrow, and of course, daylight saving time, that's going to be begin on the 12th, and the spring equinox will be on the 20th. All right, so clouds have definitely faded. Just a few patchy clouds. It might be a little low cloudiness early tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy overall as high pressure moves in, and this little weak system is riding over the top of that high. So there are two lows here. One that'll be responsible for some clouds tomorrow afternoon and a couple of spotty showers. This second low, a little more potent and a period of rain on Thursday morning, but we'll have a fair amount of mild air with that particular system. And then there's this system on the west coast that we're watching. So let's show you how this all evolves. First of all, clear to partly cloudy tomorrow morning. Will be some patchy low clouds around, and temperatures will be in the 20s and lower 30s. You have to watch out for those slick spots. Those will quickly melt away as we go into the upper 30s and lower 40s, even by lunchtime. There already will be a lot of high clouds off to the north. Then the clouds thicken, and there's a couple of spotty showers around that will leave during the early evening hours. But there's that period of steadier rain and even a heavier shower. I wouldn't even rule out even a rumble of thunder with this. A potent little disturbance coming through. Keeps us wet on Thursday morning, but that goes by. Gets sunshine in the afternoon, and this is like the nicest 4 to 6 hours of the week. Thursday afternoon and the evening, we're in the 50s. It's breezy and it's mild. Then looking at that storm coming out of the west coast, there's still some questions with this. Really juicy storm. There's going to be a lot of water with this. There might be a little wintry mix on the front end of this Friday afternoon. Goes to a soaking wind-driven rain at night, and then some more wintry mix may come on the backside of it. We're going to watch. What we're confident right now is that this could have a 3/4 of an inch to an inch and a half of liquid, and a lot of it probably will be rain, but I am worried about some wintry mix in the interior. Clear to partly cloudy skies, cold at 7 a.m. Some slick spots, 31. 45 tomorrow. Sun gives way to clouds and an afternoon spotty shower. Late rain then on Thursday morning, but a beautiful afternoon. There's your AccuWeather alert starting Friday afternoon in the first part of Saturday for wintry mix and soaking rain, and then ending on Saturday. Hopefully we can keep Sunday dry at 42 and Monday sun and high clouds 46. Sam Champion with an update in the forecast in the morning. Sandra and Bill.
All right. Thank you very much, Lee. New and next at 11, after nearly a year, comedian Chris Rock now set to discuss the infamous Oscar slap heard around the world. But first, let's check in with Jimmy Kimmel to see what's coming up on tonight's show.
Thanks, Sandra. Hello, New York. Tonight, Ike Barinholtz, a visit from brand new Girl Scout George Santos, and Courtney Cox and I square off in the most unathletic sport since curling. Next on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Wake up and I stay up 'cause when it comes up, gonna sing it from the rooftops. Today's gonna be my day.
Rise and shine with Eyewitness News tomorrow on Channel 7.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Raymore and Flanagan. In stock and delivered in 3 days or less.
Eyewitness News needs your help to protect our children. Have you seen Kendi? ABC-7 thanks you for helping to protect our children.
Tonight in Chinatown, a night of celebrating and honoring. The Year of the Rabbit celebration held tonight in Lower Manhattan, hosted by the Rotary Club of Chinatown. Our own Lucy Yang was there having a little fun. And WABC, one of the honorees tonight, our Vice President of Community Affairs, Portia Grant, accepting the award on behalf of all of us at WABC.
Comedian Chris Rock finally ready to address being slapped in last year's Oscar show. Netflix says he'll talk about it as part of his new special coming out this weekend. He told the audience who was watching his show that it did hurt when he was slapped. Will Smith has apologized for the slap.
Ryan and I have never slapped each other, ever.
Not yet.
They've wanted to.
I thought Lee was going to slap me after I made him read the last story at 6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's online. Ryan's up next with sports.
Here's a question. Can the Giants keep both Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley? Plus, the Rangers finally get their man, while in Brooklyn, the Nets raced out to a double-digit lead against the Bucks. But was it enough against one of the NBA's best? The answer from Barclays when we come back.
The Mandalorian Season 3, streaming Wednesday, only on Disney+.
Big game tomorrow for the Nets and the people in the Madison Square Garden. But first,
before we get to that,
the Bucks stop here.
Lee, you knew what he was trying to say, right?
Grogu.
The buck stops here.
Or did it, though? We're about to find out. Tomorrow's Burrow battle promises to be a doozy. But before the Nets could think about the Knicks, they had their hands full tonight with Giannis and the Bucks at Barclays. To Brooklyn we go.
Wow.
Great.
That's
Cool
awesome.
stuff, right?
Yep, you bet. Thanks.
We'll be right back.
Next live from the most Oscar-nominated film this year, Academy Award nominee Michelle Yeoh. Plus, coming March 13th, it's Live's After Oscar show.
Watch live
tomorrow morning at 9 on ABC 7.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.